Welcome back everybody to part number 46 of Mysterious TikToks. I've got a great episode for you all today, and I don't know why I keep doing this in my hands. I feel like I'm turning into Donald Trump. You know, that's an F1 fighter pilot, very fast jets. Those UFOs, they're getting out of control. We gotta send them back. I really appreciate you stopping by, so give me a like on this video. It helps push the video out there so more people can see me and Paul, and I really hope you enjoy. So this video right here is going crazy viral, and look, this is through a telescope and they're filming it with their phone. That to me looks like a flipping jellyfish, and if that ain't alien, I don't know what is. Take a look at that. But yeah, this might be the first video of an alien. Like this video before the Men in Black come after me, because I'll tell you what, it's going to happen at this rate.
I got it. Oh, what is that? This is a telescope, and I don't know what this looks like. Bacteria or something.
That's so. Oh wow, you got it.
I don't know, y'all. This is kind of creepy.
Very creepy.
Well, I'm interested to hear your theories. It could be a kite with a light in it. Who knows? Let me know your thoughts down below. Okay, that looks like a bunch of mermaids. But I want to know, what are these red dots? That's what I want to know. And it's kind of crazy that satellites can take 4K HD images from that far out, but we can't get a HD video or a picture of anything strange in space. Think of what they've got. Think of what NASA have got in their databases. The images of strange stuff that floats past Earth. God, imagine that. If I could get superpowers, it would be to go invisible, walk into flipping Area 51 and just open up the most important book I could find and just look through it. That would be great, wouldn't it? Isn't it crazy how good AI is getting? Like, obviously this is AI, but isn't it scary how good it's getting? And a lot of people get excited about this, but I always see it as a bad thing. Because if it's going to get too good, what we're going to know what's real and fake anymore? And even for me, you guys, I watch hundreds of videos every single day to save here to show you guys. And I always like to try and cut out the AI stuff because it's just, you know, it's not what I want to do. But it's really hard to tell sometimes. And it's scary how good it's getting. And think about it. If someone wants to hold something against you and fabricate a false story, AI is there. So let me know your thoughts on AI down below. I just see it as a weapon against the human race.
A sound recorded in the deep ocean by scientists in the 90s. It baffled scientists for years. Until it was officially declared to be a recording of pieces of ice falling from an iceberg. But many people believe that it's just a cover-up for something else hiding in the deep.
Yeah, that definitely isn't an iceberg, let me tell you. And also, I actually did some research on this, and this device that was recording sound was miles away from land. I don't know, it could be a flipping megalodon that's still knocking about at the bottom of the ocean. But whatever it is, I just refuse to think that's ice. And I am a tinfoil hat kind of guy. You all know this by now. But if you've got any theories to what sound you think that is, then yeah, let me know.
I can't. What the hell is that? It's dropping out of it. Everyone's asking
on Facebook what it is. It's not an air show or anything. That's what somebody thought. It looked like a meteor crashing, but I don't know what the hell that is. Look. What is it doing? The aliens are landing and we're going to be in Maryland and miss it. It's behind the trees and then it keeps going darting.
Yep, only idea I'd have is that it's a flipping plane with some lights on it. I don't know. I just don't get it. Right, hear me out here. So aliens aren't interacting with us. They're not landing and going, all right, guys, we're here. They're not doing that, are they? But whose idea is it to install these massive glowing lights on the bottom of their ships? Who's doing that? The alien mechanic needs to get a better job, because if they're trying to be inconspicuous, it's that word again, inconspicuous. Anyway, inconspicuous, right? Then what's with the bright lights? I don't get it. I don't get it. If they're trying to hide and be, ooh, we're not supposed to be here, man. What's with the lights?
Over these drains every day, but no one even sees the satanic sign there. You look at on the side, you got the 3, you got the 1 and the 3, the 13 families. That is, and that is a 5, which is your 8. Yeah, that's also an 8. You can put the line in there, and you've got another 8, which is your 88. Satanic, demonic. You got your so below, as above. Yeah, this is in your face. 33 fallen angels.
Well, I want to know what that guy's smoking. I think he needs to put it down. Yeah, this is going to be me in the future. I think we just saw a video of Ben Coulson in like 10 years. Because even now, I go walking around and if I see something, I'm like, no, that's a conspiracy. Have you heard this? And that's because of this. And I'm like, man, I sound like a proper tinfoil hat. And behind the scenes, you see the tinfoil hat Paul's wearing? That was made for me. It wasn't made for him. He robbed it. It was mine. People made it for me because I'm a proper conspiracy theorist. And Paul robbed it. Now it's his. There are some things out there in the world that literally are right in front of your face. Like there is literally evil right in front of us. Right, I managed to pause it as the thing flashed. It took me forever. So if you're still watching this video, like it, because I just spent about 10 minutes trying to pause it on the flipping light. Yeah, look at that. I don't know. It looked like a massive ship was taking photos of all of us. I don't know. I've never seen anything like this before. And this was posted very recently on Reddit, and people are asking the same questions. What the hell is it? And what is it doing? Just flashing. It looked like a massive camera was just floating in the sky, and whatever that is a very, very bright light. So it could be a drone, could be a military drone. What I don't understand is, why is there no transparency with the government? Like, I've got to warn the people about, like, say, if you've got tinted windows on your car, you got to let the government know. You got to let the government know everything. They're flying flipping drones through the sky, and they're not telling us nothing. I tell you what, it's just one rule.
I'm by the pyramids, and this is one of the biggest mysteries in the entire world. There are over 2 million blocks here, and it took 100,000 men 20 years to build it. That's about 3 minutes per block, and look at how big it is. When they tried to recreate this in modern times, as soon as they started, they stopped because they said it would take 200 years to build it. There is scientifically proved magic to these pyramids. Anything that goes inside does not decay, and they tested this with multiple things like a raisin. Things will dry up, but they never decay in there. Many of like the major scientists and revolutionary people who like made electricity and things like that, they studied the Great Pyramids. Till this day, they don't know what the pyramids were used for exactly, because it's far too complicated to just be a tomb. Also, the very tip of the pyramid had something called, he told us it's called ultram, which is a mix of gold and silver. To this day, we cannot successfully mix gold and silver together. And it was supposed to reflect the sun like beautifully. This is insane. Also, there are voids in the pyramid that can hold up to a Boeing, I think 767, 300 passenger plane. And there are multiple voids in there, and they've been studying for over 25 years to be able to get into those rooms, because if they knock down the wrong wall, the whole thing could fall. So many aspects of this is inhumanly perfect. Like, some part of the distance is the exact distance between the earth and the sun. Something, if you go around the entire thing or something, it's the exact speed of light. When you go inside, the speed of sound travels 3 times faster. Like, this is like, wow.
Oh, she really I'm really struggling today. She really paid attention to the tour guide. That's for sure. She was really listening the whole time. No one can tell me that a bunch of blokes wearing a pair of knickers, right, just turn up and go, right, boys, let's just hammer some, let's just make a big triangle. Something else was happening there. I think they had something there with advanced knowledge. I definitely think maybe humans participated in building it, but I think that the designer, every creation has a creator, someone built that, someone created that. The whole design came from something, obviously. I don't know if that creator was human or not. I don't know. Let me know your theories down below. And if you didn't know those facts, that's correct. I didn't know half of those facts. So that's mind-blowing, and that's my sleep schedule gone for tonight, I'm guessing. So if I get my head smashed in and they need to do brain surgery on me, and I went in and the bloke was making a flipping origami with tweezers, do you know what? I'd probably trust him. If a brain surgeon can do that, I would trust him to pick around in my brain, and trust me, there's not a lot of subject matter there.
Look at this. Look at.
I'm gonna go a little forward.
What are the odds?
See that right here, bro.
What the? What are the odds that all these lights are here a day before the hurricane?
Look at that. Yeah, bro. Look.
Here, I'm getting out of the car.
Yeah. I'm gonna get out.
Odds. Look at this.
Zoom in on them, bro.
I am. They're just glowing balls of light, bro. They're not making any noise, too. Look at that, dude.
Zoom in on that shit, bro.
They're like this light. You see that?
Yeah.
Look, the lights are all. Wait, they're all disappearing.
See, like that girl was saying, they said that all those lights are turning up the day before the hurricane. Out of all the videos I've watched, and believe me, we've watched a lot now, haven't we? They always turn up either when a storm's happening or before one is going to happen. I think they've just given up. I think they've been here a while, but these orbs are kind of like a newish sort of phenomenon that we've seen. But no one's telling us anything. There's a team out there in the White House or the CIA that their whole career is dedicated to investigating these orbs for years. So they're sitting on a lot of information and they're just not telling us.
Internet is buzzing about this green light on Jupiter.
I love me a good conspiracy.
There is a simpler but still pretty cool explanation. The solar-powered Juno spacecraft launched in 2011 and reached Jupiter in 2016 and has been orbiting the planet ever since. This picture was actually taken in 2020. And this is lightning. Green lightning is pretty rare for us to see on Earth, but it does happen.
Well, I just got to pause it a second. Sorry to pause it, but it was taken in 2020. 5 years later, they release it. So this is why I always go back to the point that I think they take a picture of something and they don't know what it is, and they will never release it until they have an idea of what it is for us to just say, oh, it's lightning. You know what I mean? Like, think of the Three Eye Atlas rock. They could have a HD 4K picture of it, but until they know what it is, they're never going to show us, are they?
Just mostly within the clouds. On Earth, lightning is caused from an imbalance between clouds of water and the ground. When the electrical charge builds up enough, a negative charge near the bottom of the clouds rushes toward Earth and is met by a positive charge on the ground. Just like a battery where opposites attract. When the connection is made, we see lightning. Jupiter, however, doesn't have a surface. It's a gas giant. And while there are still many mysteries hidden beneath Jupiter's dense clouds, the ongoing theory is that instead of water clouds like on Earth, lightning on Jupiter is happening between water and ammonia. Jupiter's lightning also happens more often near the poles, as opposed to Earth, where they happen more often around the equator. Scientists believe the sunlight around the equator is creating a balance between the planet's inner heat and its upper atmosphere, while the poles don't get as much sunlight, so you have this unstable environment to create lightning.
So if Jupiter is just a big ball of gas, surely we could just fly through it. Isn't that crazy how in our galaxy there's just a big ball of gas just floating around?
Massive, mysterious sinkhole hidden deep in the mountains of Guangxi. No one dares to go near. Locals say a dragon is chained at the bottom, but one fearless team of explorers decided to uncover the truth. The hole plunges deeper than a 15-story building. When they finally reached the bottom, they were stunned. Instead of just plants, they found a perfectly preserved 1,000-year-old tomb. Here's the question. Why would anyone build a tomb in such a place? How did they even pull it off? Is the dragon legend connected to the tomb?
A lot of people writing in the comments saying that was Genghis Khan's tomb. Apparently, everyone that went to Genghis Khan's funeral was murdered. So, and actually, no one knows where Genghis Khan is. No one knows. I didn't know that. Yeah, kind of crazy that an older, human beings at one point went down there and built that tomb for some reason. Like, why would you do that? But that's kind of crazy how that mountain just has a big empty hole going straight through the middle. Which brings me to my last point, and that sounds very suspicious, but all human beings, have that big empty space inside of us, and we all struggle. And that hole, you're never going to fill it. You're never going to fill it until you get right with God. And I'm very proud and I'm very bold about who I serve, Jesus Christ. And I think we all have that hole in our hearts that only He can fill. And if you're a person who's like me and struggles every day, and I'm not just talking to people that have faith right now, I'm talking to every single person watching this video. We all suffer every single day. You, me, everyone. But if you're ever feeling tempted to give in, whether it's you struggle with pornography, corn, alcohol, drugs, it could be anything. you're trying to get healthier, junk food. Temptation is just a mind game. It's a trick. It doesn't exist. Your brain tricks you into wanting to be happier. So, for example, when you get that urge to do those things, you only do it when you're either bored, sad, stressed, anxious, right? Your brain is just trying to make you feel better. That's what dopamine is. A dopamine is a feel-good chemical, okay? So when you get to that moment of extreme temptation, and believe me, I know, I suffer with it every single day, and it's so hard, but just tell yourself, I'm good, I'm happy, you know, I'm grateful that you're trying to make me feel better, brain, but my life is great, I have everything I need. Because all it is, it's you fighting yourself. How you think you're going to feel when you relapse, it's a trick. Because when you give in, and we've all done it, right? How do you feel when you've committed it? Deep shame, conviction, anger, sadness. You're like, man, why didn't I do it? Your brain tricked you into thinking it was the right thing to do. And when you understand that it's just your brain tricking you, it doesn't exist, it's so much easier to fight it. Because a lot of people say, oh, these things aren't bad for you. But if they weren't, why would we feel conviction after we do it? That's because your spirit, that's the spirit in you convicting you of that act. That's what I mean. We're all chopped up into 3 pieces: mind, body, spirit. The flesh is weak. Your flesh is weak. Your flesh desires things, but your spirit is willing. Your spirit doesn't need things of earth. Your spirit doesn't need alcohol and pleasure and dopamine. You know? So don't give in to your flesh, guys. Don't give in, because it's just a trick. Don't serve your flesh. And this is something I'm trying to focus on at the moment, is trying to deny my flesh, deny my desires. And I'm trying to be more spiritual, and I'm trying to be a better Christian. I'm trying to be a better man, you know. And to be a man is to take control of your emotions, to take control of your desires. Because comfort is the killer of all joy. It really is. And, you know, when you think about it now, a young man has all the women he could ever want on his phone. He has Netflix, video games, sports, movies, everything. And comfort kills a man's purpose. And for the girls watching me as well, I speak to you as well. You girls have your problems as well, distractions, and you know the world tells you to be a certain way, doesn't it? You know, it tells you to look this way, tells you that you have to fit into the majority, you have to be this. We all know what we're talking about, you know, you all know what I'm referencing, you know. So never give in to temptation, guys. Try and find your true selves. And be, because you are all beautiful in your own way. And I know it's really cringy, but you are. And once you find yourself, it took me 28 years to find myself. I'm not kidding. Once you find yourself, that's when the magic happens. That's when you really start to live your life. When you break the chains off and you're just like, this is who I am, this is me, and I accept it. And it's about accepting the good and the bad, you know, because that's just the reality of it. No one's perfect. No one is. And we all go through things every single day. And this is why I try and be kind to people, because I don't know. I don't know what that person's going through. None of us do. The battles that most of us face will never ever come to light. So, yeah, that's my message. Just keep fighting, everyone. Keep going. Never give up. And don't forget, your brain is tricking you into thinking, get that quick high to take you away from your depression and your anxiety and your anger and your sadness. But I promise you, if you just keep going through it and dismiss all those bad thoughts, just try and just dismiss it, it will get better and you will come out of it. But every time you fall back into temptation, it will just get worse and it will just go on for longer. So just keep fighting it, everyone. Keep fighting it. And if you're ever feeling too weak, then go to prayer. Thank you all so much for watching. Honestly, your support is incredible. I hope the best for all of you watching, and I appreciate you just watching my video, listening to me ramble on about rubbish every day. But yes, thank you all so much. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. And I wish you all the best. Sounds like I'm going. I'll see you tomorrow. So I'll see you then.